Hello folks, Y Guy here again. Welcome to my home on this very beautiful autumn afternoon. The name of this video is called The Y Guy Explores the Deny Me Before Men Misunderstanding. Okay, this message is obviously for people who are Christians and they're familiar with the Bible verse that's in Matthew 10:33. And I'll get to that in a moment, but it says, basically there's a verse that has been perverted, this verse in Matthew 10:33, been perverted by doctrines of men that is used to strike even more fear into the hearts of people. Why do we do that to each other? It makes no sense. Anyway, it says in English, it says the verse in English says, "Whoever denies me before men, I will also deny them before my Father who is in heaven." And the reason I paused with the word "them" is because that was an insert. And it makes a huge difference. It does. That one little word, when they throw that little word "them" in there, when it just says, "He will deny before my Father who is in heaven." And you'll understand here in a moment. So apparently anyone who might deny Christ, in a moment of panic or persecution of some sort, these people will then visualize a picture of Jesus, just turning his back, turning his back on them in heaven. Did I get that about right? So let's clear this crap up, okay, once and for all. And I'm asking my viewers to pass it on. Not the crap, but you know what I'm saying. Pass this message of encouragement that I want to share. Pass it on to others who have been deceived and who are fearful. It's not necessary to be fearful about these things. There's a valid Greek translation of the word generally written as deny. And it's, along with other words, it's contradict. Okay? The passage in 2 Timothy 2, verse 11 to 13, it best describes this language translation. But first, let's read it how it reads in English, or how it's understood in English. "It is a trustworthy statement, for if we died with him, we will also live with him. If we endure, we will also reign with him. If we deny him, he will also deny us." And then here comes a contradiction, if you want to think about it in English. "If we are faithless, he remains faithful, for he cannot deny himself." Breaking this verse down in 2 Timothy using the Greek, I used Jonathan Mitchell's Amplified Greek New Testament translation, and it reads like this. The word, now that's a capital W, folks, full of faith. Now, this is where I completely disagree with this particular version, the Greek version, is because the word is capitalized, and further on it's even capitalized trustworthy. And later on in the verse, it proves that this word is talking about an individual. Words can be trustworthy, yes, but the word, capital W, has faith, because it says the word full of faith. Since when... I don't want to get into it, but let the verse explain it to you, okay? It says, "So you see, since we died together with him," with who? The word. That's full of faith. "For if we jointly die, we will also continue living together, or proceed in jointly living, constantly co-live." Okay, now that's an interesting way it's saying it, but verse 12, just bear with me. "Since we are continuously remaining under for support, we will also continue reigning, performing royal activities and influence together with him. If we shall continue saying no to contradicting or disowning, not consenting, renouncing, or repeatedly saying no and contradicting him, that one, capital O, also will continue saying no to us." Okay, now that's how it reads in the Greek. It's because of what this the next verse says about faithfulness. I could easily understand this to be saying Christ is saying no to our contradicting, to our disowning, not consenting to, and renouncing. In other words, Christ is contradicting, disowning, not consenting to, and denouncing our denial. Not us. personally. He's not turning his back on us. He's turning his back on our denials. You know, folks, I'm not twisting it. It fits the context. Verse 13, but then if we are in a habit of being faithless or unfaithful, untrustworthy, disloyal, without trust or faith, that one, capital O, continuously remains full of faith. Why would it say that? Full of trust, belief, and reliance. We can rely on him. You catching this? I'm almost done here. That one, capital O, constantly remains loyal and reliable. For to contradict or say no, to deny, disown, renounce himself, it continues that he cannot turn his back on himself. I hope you're catching this. Putting aside that Jesus said, oh, this is me speaking now, this isn't the verse, okay? Putting aside that Jesus said that we are one with him as he is with the Father, you know, even if you just put that aside, so to deny us would be to denying himself. Are you following me? But just put that aside, as if that didn't even happen. This verse is hyperbolic language, folks. That's telling us that when we're habitually contradicting, disowning, non-consenting deniers, i.e., we're faithless, Jesus continues to be faithful on our behalf. That's what this verse is talking about. Why not? Since it's his faith in the first place that has been given to us as a gift so that we can believe and not deny him, not denounce him, not contradict him. And none of us can boast. Are you seeing how I'm putting that other verse, kind of mixing it in here with this a little bit? You know, in closing, to disown us or deny us sure sounds like a judgment to me. Doesn't it to you? Jesus turning his back on you. Doesn't that sure sound like oops, sorry, bumped the camera. Doesn't that sound like a judgment call from Jesus on us? Yet in John 12:47 it says, if anyone hears my sayings and does not keep them, does not keep what? If anyone hears and does not keep them, if anyone denies, disowns, contradicts them, Jesus further says, I do not judge him. And then Paul really fills in the blanks by saying in Romans 3:3, what then? If some did not believe, their unbelief, okay, their practice of denying, disowning, being faithless, I can put that in there, I believe so, will not nullify the faithfulness of God, will it? May it never be. Rather let God be found true, though every man be found a liar. Folks, if anybody's coming along and telling you and giving you a load of crap that Jesus is going to turn his back on you for any stinking reason, they are a liar, period. Don't fall for that crap, okay? Yes, I'm passionate about this because this stuff pisses me off. People going around and stealing, killing, and destroying the faith that people have in God for whatever perverted, stinking reason they got in their little pea brains. Come on, folks, grow up. Anyway, I wrote about these kind of things in my book called In Defense of God's Love. I hope you can see that in the camera lens here. I can't even see the screen right now. Anyway, in the back it reads, Christianity's humble beginning was simply about exposing God's love for mankind, and in response, mankind would return that love by loving one another. Christianity has now morphed into a world-class religion with its members diversely divided about every imaginable topic, like this one. The author explores a few of those major key divisions and offers his unique editorial flavor to the mix by asking the reader, why do you believe what you believe and where did that belief originate? Okay, that was the back of the book there. Anyway, I'll try to remember to leave a link on Amazon. If you disagree with this video, you think I'm full of crap, then, since that's my favorite four-letter word right now, crap. Anyway, if you think, leave a comment accordingly. Back it up though. Back it up with verses, and try to be a little more polite than I am. I'd appreciate that. Anyway, so I don't have to delete your comment. If you're just going to vomit scripture and not explain what the scripture means to you, we're not going to get anywhere. If anything, I can turn right around and vomit just as many scriptures right back. I mean, what good comes out of that? Not much. Okay. So consider looking me up on Facebook under a group called the Why Guy Group. I ask you 3 questions to join. And myself or a moderator, one of the few moderators, if you don't answer those questions, we may choose to let you join anyway. I don't know. It all depends on what your timeline looks like. Consider subscribing to this channel if you haven't already. And I have an avatar name of Jonathan Jones on Facebook as well. It's public, so you can spy on me before you even consider going any further with saying howdy to me. Thank you for viewing.